and we're good to go.
So we're back, Cars Cuppas podcast. It's new year, new podcast.
New year, new podcast. First episode of
2025.
What episode are we on?
I think we're on episode 9 or 10.
I reckon it's 10.
I think it might be 10 with the big double digits.
Yeah, so first episode of the year. So thanks to everyone who's joining us. Make sure you're sharing this to your stories and stuff like that. Because we need more people watching, don't we, and listening.
We do. We need to get more people on. So share it about, whether it's on your commute to work or when you're at work, just listening. It's nice to have it on the background.
Yeah, like if you've got it on your phone, just screenshot the screen, send it to your stories, tag us in it, tag Reece in it, tag me in it, tag Cars and Cuppas in it.
And we'll make sure to follow you and share it about as well.
Exactly. And then just drop a comment down below. But, man, I don't really know how to start with this because, like, you got it like 45 minutes ago. And
we've already had the whole conversation.
We've had the whole conversation. We've gone over loads of different things been going on. But first of all, obviously Christmas has just been and gone.
Yeah.
Let's have a little update after the Christmas break.
Yeah, Christmas been pretty good for me. Been pretty busy and just also spent time with the family.
Yeah.
Had a lovely roast dinner Christmas Day.
Was it nice?
Yeah, it was really good actually.
Was it nice to have some time off from rapping?
It was. I mean, it was quite long, like 2.5 weeks. You do get to a point sometimes where you're like, okay, I don't really know what to do with my day now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You actually had 2 weeks off, didn't you, to be fair?
Yeah, I know.
Quite nice.
It was dragging on. I did a little private job, shot a C63. That was quite
who was
cool.
that for? Someone local?
So yeah, someone over in Exmouth, so not too far away from us.
Yeah, nice.
But that was cool.
Yeah, nice. We had the fundraiser as well, didn't we?
Oh yeah, we've had that since.
I was editing it the other day. I was editing like the shorter clips, and I said on it before we done it, I said, I reckon, Reece, that your car's going to have more interest than most of the other cars that are coming.
I think it was second. The Lambo was first. It's a Lambo. But then I think the pink car, a lot of the younger people like the pink car. Yeah.
So obviously we had the Christmas fundraiser. So we managed to, I can't remember the numbers now. I think it was like 70 odd children.
About 70 odd.
I can't remember how many families was it. It was like 20 odd families.
Oh yeah, I think we went to at least 20 to 25 houses.
So between us all, we managed to raise like £4,000 worth of donations. So we managed to get presents for like 70 children, and it was actually more than 70 children because I ended up with some leftover and some last minute donations, so I bought some extra toys, and then on Christmas Eve or the day before Christmas Eve I went and dropped them off to Devon County Auto Social Services. So all in all, it was like way more than 70 children in the end.
Yeah, because I imagine they get spread out to a large amount of children. So
yeah, because that was it. So it must have been the day before Christmas Eve, because they rang me up Christmas Eve and said, look, thanks for the donations, we've managed to allocate these to families. So I was like,
that's good.
Sound. So yeah, we had the Christmas fundraiser, which was mad. So we went out with you and the M235i. I went out in the SVR. We had a couple of defenders from Land Rover. So if the guys from Land Rover watching, they absolutely smashed it.
Yeah, they helped out so much, especially having the room as well. In the back
the
of
defenders
you weren't fitting them in my car
changer.
Or in Dom's Porsche. We fit like 3 in there.
Yeah, we did stack his Porsche. His Porsche, I'm surprised it got no interest.
Quite a lot.
But I'm surprised it got no interest.
I think Porsche's very quiet. They're very unless you know of them, you think, oh, it's a nice sports car, but you don't know anything.
Because you look at anyone at Cars and Cuppas, when Dom's car comes on, they go GT3. Like.
They love a Porsche.
Yeah.
But I think if you're not into cars, you go Lamborghini, Ferrari. That's your two main ones.
100%. Yeah, especially if you're a young lad or something like that. Not unless you've really been brought up around cars. You don't necessarily
really
know. Yeah, but we there must be a clip or a photo somewhere. He just tried stacking his car up with some presents because he had to go to, because he lives out on the other side of East Devon, and we had like a couple of families out there. And we ended up putting presents here, there, and everywhere. But it's practical, to be fair.
Well, I mean, we managed to fit quite a lot behind the back of the seats, a lot on the passenger seat, and in
even
the front.
In the front.
Yeah, he got loads now.
Which is
quite
mad.
impressed.
So, yeah, just anyone who got involved with that Christmas fundraiser, like, massive thanks for getting involved with that, because we absolutely smashed it this year. Even like you guys for helping out, driving around, because I appreciate it's time, it's fuel and all that sort of stuff. But what an experience
massive
that was.
Thank you to everyone, and everyone for donating.
Yeah, and the families were so lovely as well.
Everyone's
everyone come out,
and they all loved to come out. They all got excited.
Yeah, which is like, we've never had that any year. Well, we've only done it for like 2 years before that, but we've never had the families come out like they do. It was mad, to be fair.
So I didn't go on the last one before, so I don't have anything to compare it to. So it was quite big this year.
Yeah, so I think the first one, it was like 13 families, I think. I can't remember how many children it was. And then like every year it's got a little bit more and more. But like normally it's literally just drop and go, which is fair enough. Like I don't expect any more than that. But this year it was like we were out all day, because like all the families come out, which is mad.
To be fair, it weren't too bad. It was a good day. Like, even though it was driving about, but it was all for a good cause.
Yeah, it was class. And I cannot wait to see what I was going to say next year, but obviously this year this year's fundraiser brings. If we could do more around
100,
100 children,
that'd be good.
More families around the southwest, and I think because it's getting to that sort of like level with the actual fundraiser itself, it's probably going to be like a charity.
Yeah.
So set up as some sort of charity, just because then we can get families from other connections and stuff like that, rather than relying on like social media and stuff like that. To be fair,
Yeah, it's definitely a good
but
idea.
yeah, no, that's class. Like I say, your car had loads of attention. The amount of people there.
I
was
know,
in
I
your
liked the
car.
pink car. And there was that one little girl who didn't want to get out of it.
Yeah.
Sat in the driver's seat and just like shut the door.
Yeah, that was class. I got it was funny. So we went to Exmouth towards the end of the day after it all sort of ended. And one of the families actually gifted me. They said they won something in a raffle that day. They gifted me some alcohol. And so I took it as just as a thank you, but obviously I don't drink alcohol. So the one gift that I got for out the fundraiser, it's not something I could
You can
use.
recycle the gift for Christmas.
I think I did. To be fair, yeah. To be fair, I think it went to Jasmine's family or something like that. So
See, it's a win-win.
yeah, so
Saved you a
at least
present.
someone had something out of it. But what else have you been up to over Christmas? Have you been doing any other photography and videography work?
Not really, just kind of had that one C63.
Have you had much editing stuff to do, or
Not really. So it's been
Nothing?
quite quiet.
so you literally caught up with everything you needed to do?
Yeah, I'm caught up now, quite fresh.
So first week back at Rap Capital.
I know.
For Monday, or was it last Thursday?
This week, yeah, literally
Yeah,
yesterday.
nice.
So it's quite nice. We've got a Vauxhall Astra in this week.
Anything crazy that's booked in, or
Not really. The Lotus Mirrors finished off. A couple. We got some like Volkswagen
that's
T6.
mad though, because that Lotus
T5s
Mirror has
in.
been there before Christmas.
Yeah, so the guy was away over
Just chill.
Christmas, so it was just kind of waiting there. And
That's
then
class.
we just had to do a couple of things. Like we just had to do a bumper on the morning.
I suppose some people probably think it's safer just to leave it there than what it is to leave it at their
Right,
house. If
exactly.
it's there anyway.
He was
like-
away. He got the flight in yesterday. He only picked it up today. So
Was it looking good? Because it was in that nice sort of
yeah,
green,
it's a
wasn't
lovely colour. It does
Yeah.
look good, and it's got the PPF in it as well. So for the roof, mirrors, pillars.
Ah, nice. So
skirts.
he's left certain bits. Is that black or body?
Yeah, it's black. Yeah.
Nice.
So well, I think it'd be get used as a track car. To be honest, Lotuses are like known to be a track car.
Yeah, I think we said last time. I'd love to experience what one of them would be
Yeah,
like
it was
on the
quite
track.
like I only drove it in and out of the unit, but the manual
Because it's a proper manual box,
it's
isn't
a
it?
proper manual box.
And is it one of them where you can hear the gear
It's
changes?
a proper club. Yeah, it does feel quite nice to just drive like briefly. But I think it's a bit quiet. Like the
Is it?
exhaust very quiet on the cold start. It's like a vacuum.
Yeah, but I bet you could do some cool things to that. To be
Yeah,
fair.
I think it's all noise regulations.
But
and
then
like
obviously
emissions.
because it being so new, mess up the warranty and all that, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not brand new. I think it's a
Couple of years
2021.
old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's probably out of its warranty period now.
Yeah, I suppose it is probably, to be fair. I don't know what the warranty is at the
It's
minute.
usually only like 2 years, isn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, gone on the days of like 5-7 year warranties, my boy. That's
No.
for sure. But
Not-
nothing else too special in.
No, not
Right,
really. No, just kind of been out and about. And then,
We had the first Cars and Cuppas meet of the year, didn't we?
yeah, New
Which
Year's
was wet.
Day. It was wet, but it was quite busy.
Yeah, you said you enjoyed that just then, didn't
It
you? I
filled
wasn't
up.
too sure. With events like that, I'm always like, how did it go?
Yeah.
I'm quite critical though, so I was like,
A lot of people. I saw a lot of people like grouping up and having good chats.
yeah,
so-
there's people out in the rain, mate. I was
I
like,
know.
because I was like sort of freed up, so I thought I'd go and video some stuff whilst it's raining. There's people just with their hoods up, just looking like an engine bays in it, and
Yeah.
absolutely chucking down rain.
I
I'm
was
like,
hiding over under the shelter by Jasmine. She was reading her book.
Was that what she was doing?
Yeah, she was on her little digital book.
What, she was on the Kindle? was
Yeah,
she? I
that
didn't know. She's supposed to be selling me some stuff, and I wonder nothing got sold that day.
Well,
Like,
she did a good job. She sold 2.
sold two bits of merch. Like,
Cars and Cuppas merch. Yeah.
yeah, make sure you check out the merch. Actually, it'll be linked down below somewhere.
Yeah,
If you wanna grab some
exactly.
bits.
It was-
We went out to Exmouth and filmed some stuff with that, didn't we?
Yeah, they're quite comfy. These nice
What was your
jumpers.
nicest car? Or what's the nice car you thought that was at the Cars and Cuppas New Year's Day meet?
Oh, I really like the S14. The yellow Adams, yeah.
Nice, isn't
It's
it? He's had it
nice.
all painted, hasn't he? It looks
Yeah,
sweet.
it's all freshly painted, wheels, everything. It does look good. But
I do like the Jap cars, to be fair. Like, they are ground. I never used to be like a Jap.
you can never
fan.
daily drive one anymore.
Nah.
Like there was the MX-5 is technically a Jap car, and they're just unreliable. It's always always working on it, always fixing it.
Speaking of Jap cars, your mate that won something on RevComps, has he
Oh,
just been out and bought a R34?
Yeah, I've seen that.
mate.
He took the cash alternative. So instead of an
Yeah.
Aston Martin DBS, I think it was,
Took
the
100
cash,
grand.
and he's obviously just bought that.
How much do you reckon that was worth? A few quid, aren't they, the
It
R34s?
must be around 30 odd, something like that.
That's a cool
That
thing
is
to have, isn't it?
especially at his age, same age as me.
Keep 70 grand back, buy a car, because that'll only go up in money.
It's only go up, put a house deposit down,
Yeah, he's got a few.
use the rest,
few
maybe treat
quid
yourself
there.
a little bit or save it and put it
Yeah,
in.
I seen he posted something up the other day. I thought,
I saw that, yeah, he posted it on Facebook. I saw that.
all them tickets I buy on RevComps, and I don't get anywhere on it. But speaking of competition sites, we got a little rap. It would have already been launched by the time this podcast goes out, so that would have been launched on the Friday if you're watching this on Sunday. But we've had a bit of a bath with that, haven't we? To be fair, all of you in the comments that said,
I want a wrap
wrap
voucher.
voucher.
I want to get a wrap. None of you have entered it.
None of you entered it.
It's ridiculous.
We've got like 20 people bought tickets, so we're going to have an absolute bath with that. But it's one of them, is live and learn, isn't it?
Well, exactly. And, well, I mean, the people who get in the last minute tickets, they're getting a bargain, aren't they?
They're getting an absolute bargain. It'd be interesting to see what it does. I think we've literally on like 25 tickets at the minute. It will be interesting what we
I think a lot of people do enter the last minute because they wait for the odds.
Yeah.
And then literally on that Friday, you might sell 20, 30, 40 tickets.
Well, I think we've done so much better in that last 2 hours. Like just in the literally between 4 and 6 p.m. on a Friday, that's where we sell our tickets. Which is mad.
Everyone looks at the odds.
Set a reminder on their phone because I'm like, where do these people come from?
To be fair though, I done that before. Like I was Competition Fever, another competition company. Looked at them, and I set a reminder of like 2 hours before I entered it, and I actually did win.
Did you win?
I think it was a knife set. I took the cash alternative of 120 quid, but yeah, it was like a ninja knife set.
No, I never knew that. To be fair,
yeah, that was quite good. I think I've won 100 quid before. There are two things I've won from competitions.
I haven't won anything, but do you know what I'm going to start doing now? I know it says bad because obviously we've got Victri, but I'm going to start playing the odds like people play our odds.
Yeah.
So only go to the competition sites that their odds are really good. Like for some reason at the minute, I keep getting like this classic car company come up. It's giving away like old MGs and I think it's like an MG midget and stuff like this. And I'm like, not many people are buying tickets on that and the odds are quite good. That's better off buying a ticket for than what it would be like on
250,000 tickets for
like 7 days or something like that. Because I think if you win something like that, it's still like 10 grand.
That's the thing with these big competition companies is there's so many tickets now. It's kind of like the odds are very low.
Yeah, but I think the thing is what sort of counteracts it is like we tried doing ours higher price, lower odds. In theory, the odds are still the same. Yeah, the tickets are just lower cost. So rather than £10 at 400, it's 99p at 4,000 or something like that. So you think, bloody hell, that's a lot of tickets, but it's like 99p. It's still exactly the same as...
It's same,
Is that the same maths? I'm not very good at maths.
No,
but
I don't think so.
Is it?
Maybe.
But you get what I mean.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I think that's the problem, though, because like competition companies now, it's win a Lamborghini Urus for 9p. But it automatically selects it to 100 tickets. Yeah. And then, so you're basically spending a tenner anyways. Yeah. All they've done is 10x the amount of entries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, that's the thing. If it was £10 a ticket... The odds, you think like, the odds are not going to be out of my favour, but really they've just worked it like that.
They've literally just scaled it so it looks better.
But we want to just, to be honest, I think at this point with Victri, we're just going to play it by ear and just work out, over the next 6 months, it will just be a case of working out what people want. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Like people, and when people say they want stuff, do they actually want it? And then obviously, but then we can work out from like the VAT voucher, people say they do, but when it comes to it, probably not. Do you know what I mean? It's
no
quite
one's
a lot.
gone for it.
But I'll be able to say, well, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to say because the competitions will be live unless anything changes. We're going to do a couple of different ones for the next round. So if there's anyone watching that wants to buy some tickets on Victri and support us a little bit and make sure we don't lose any more money than what we already have, we're going to do a Goodwood Saturday tickets for 2 days for 2 people for the Saturday. But what I'm thinking of doing, because we're actually at Autosport on Saturday, Sunday this weekend trading, I haven't spoken to Felix and the boys yet about it, but depending on how it goes on Saturday, I might say to him, is it worth having something up on the site in the background in case, say like on Saturday we manage to like generate loads of business and loads of people sign up, is it worth doing a Sunday ticket?
Potentially.
Do you know what I mean? So we'll have it on the website, because Felix could say, oh, we've done all right out of Autosport. We've sold a few tickets. I reckon we could sell another lot of tickets for the Sunday for Goodwood. Yeah. So, I don't know. But if you want some tickets for Goodwood and you want a good chance at winning, check out Victri.
Well, exactly. Rather than spending...
Because no, luck, we'll probably sell 10 tickets.
Yeah. Just might get a 1 in 10 chance.
Yeah. Well, and I think we've had a conversation as well, is we're going to lower the cost. So rather than like 7, 8, 9, it's going to be like £2.99. Yeah. I can't remember the amount of tickets. It might be like 800 tickets or whatever.
So instead of, say you get a meal deal for work, it's actually less than a meal deal.
Exactly.
But then you could win something that's worth a couple £100 for the tickets.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think the tickets are worth a good few £100
rather than just spending your money on, or even a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Like yeah, just support us if you can. Do you know what I mean? I'll be on beans and rice for the rest of my life.
That's
at this
it.
rate.
Pot noodles.
But we want to start doing stuff like that because I think that sort of stuff will do quite well. And like Goodwood, I can push that with Cars and Cuppas.
Yeah.
So easy, like win 2 tickets at Goodwood on Saturday. Because I've been wanting to go to Goodwood for years. So I might end up entering myself. If you never,
I've wanted to go as well.
I've always
so
wanted
good.
to go. Yeah, to be honest, as long as it don't clash with Cars and Cuppas this year, I might try and
get up.
Yeah, because like it's one of them events that it happens on that weekend, and you look at people's Instagram and you're getting FOMO.
It looks so good.
Oh, it looks so good. So I definitely want to do it. Speaking of that, actually, what I get FOMO of, have you seen the Bist? Is it? No, it's not Bicester Heritage.
Oh, I know who you're
Scrambler
about.
Meets.
Yeah, I've seen
I can't
them.
remember
Scramble Sundays.
Yeah, so they've just had one.
Yeah.
This weekend, and it was snowing, and they had the amount of cars that turned up was just ridiculous. Man, I went to get tickets yesterday for it. I've been on this like pre-launch thing to try and get tickets ASAP. It never worked. It was taking me to Eventbrite for some reason. I think it was on some dodgy site because it ended up being on something completely different. So tickets were like 50 quid each.
What? That's
for like
crazy.
a Cars and Coffee morning. But it looks sick. Like it looks so good. I think it's one of them things where you do a couple of times a year, and I think it's just, again, it's about the cars you see and the people you meet.
Is it quite a low number?
Yeah, I think you've got a like after yesterday, I don't think there's any more tickets left. I didn't buy the tickets, to be fair, because what I thought about doing is if the tickets were cheap enough, I could have bought them for a few of us lot from Cars and Cuppas. Like if it was like a 5 or a 10 like Cars and Cuppas is, I'd have just bought like us lot and we could have all gone up.
Yeah.
But I think I've seen the ticket price and I was like,
nah.
Yeah, maybe not that one. We'll wait till next year.
It's just expensive. Like I know.
It does look good though.
I know they've got to make the money as well.
Yeah.
But then also, I think 50 quid for a ticket to Cars and
It might not have been. It might have been like one of them ones like we said about the competition stuff where it's like 2 tickets for 50 quid and they automatically do
sense.
2. But still, even if it was 25 quid each.
See, I think car shows that cost
Because it's not a
more
car
than
show,
20
it's a Cars and Coffee
Well,
morning.
it's in the morning. And even like a show, I think a show that's more than 20, 25 quid, they're kind of pushing it. Unless it's something like Goodwood.
Yeah.
Or that other one. Was that
Salon Privé?
That's it, Salon Privé.
I think that's about 50 quid.
Yeah.
And you get your money's worth.
If it's that sort of size
Yeah.
event, and obviously it's quite like small. There's
Yeah.
not only a certain amount of people can go.
Yeah, because you've got to look at the event and go, like, what are you going to get out of going for 50 quid? Like, what cars are you going to see? What maybe people you might meet if you're a business
Yeah.
or something like that? And, like, stuff like Salon Privé, it's like, it's the vibe and the atmosphere, and it's like the level of cars that you wouldn't necessarily see elsewhere. Like, you wouldn't see all of them cars in one place, like, anywhere else, really, not unless you went to, like, Hampton Court or something. So I never mind spending, like, 50 quid there. And it's, like, a couple of hours up there. Like, as in drive up there, you spend like most of the day
full
there.
day out of it.
Yeah.
Then going back to when we were talking before about like younger people who don't necessarily know much about cars, and they go, "Oh, Lamborghini, Ferrari." If you showed them something like a Conan's egg, they might be like, "What's that?"
Yeah,
it's, like,
true.
it's the same with Porsche. Though. Like, not many people know those sort of brands.
Yeah, like
'cause you
Carrera
don't see them.
GTs and stuff like that. They're not going to appreciate what it
Yeah, you don't
is.
see them, so
Yeah.
you don't know. Oh, talk about Carrera GT. You seen the Matt Arm, the crashed one? That Matt
Well,
Arm.
I've seen loads of stuff going up, but I haven't. What's going on with it?
He tried to bid on it.
On
but
Copart?
No, so it's in America.
Right.
But the problem was the company he had to use to bid for it, because you can't bid in, it's like California or something, you can't bid from where he is. He set his maximum budget. It ended on his maximum budget, but nothing went through. And they sent his deposit back. So
What?
he doesn't think he got it.
Do you reckon he's
sold.
going to have it, though?
Well,
Surely?
I don't know.
What's happened to the car? It's just
I
been
think,
involved.
I think it sold for like 550,000. It's like
Is that dollars as well?
dollars.
So that's
But
good.
plus the fee, so it'd be like 700. I think that what are they worth, like 1.2, 1.3?
Yeah, I think that's another one that keeps going up as well.
Yeah, so if you can fix it for 100 grand.
What's that? It's not. Is it like flood damage or is it just crash?
Crash damaged, yeah.
Just crash damage.
I think it's quite
So
savage.
it's bread and butter there. It's easy, isn't it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
But then if it was like that McLaren where you had to replace the tub,
It
you
could
ain't
be.
doing that on one of them, are you?
No, I think he said a bonnet on the Carrera GT was 20 grand.
Really?
It's like
Do
stupid.
you know what's interesting? There's a guy who lives in Exmouth, actually. I think his Instagram page is Red Dog Rose. I follow him. He's actually like the only Porsche Carrera GT specialist. Like, so he's been working at Porsche all of his life, and he was one of the OG people that, because he's been there donkey's years. he's one of the OG specialists that is on that car. So he's the only one that pretty much got trained to work on that car. So if Matt Armstrong needs a little plug, there's a local geezer down Exmouth.
Local geezer down Exmouth, yeah. He won't.
But if you go on his page, like it's all like photos of Carrera GTs from like years ago.
That's quite crazy.
I don't know exactly how he got into it, but I think he's like one of a few that know that car like the back of their hand.
I imagine just working at a dealership and then just like having the opportunity to work on one, and then obviously not many people have worked on it, so go on, you've worked on it before.
Exactly, yeah. So like you think if like I think he's like self-employed, like you say, so he gets called up to like different dealerships and stuff. So if they get a car and he gets called up, and imagine how much he charges.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Pretty penny.
So this car of Matt Armstrong's, will he get that shipped over here?
I don't know. No, I think he said he'd build it over
with
there.
Tavares or something like that.
And also because they're only left-hand drive, bigger market over there.
Yeah.
So if he was going to sell it, yeah, he's gonna make more money.
No, I was watching his video. I don't know whether he put it up just before the new year or just after. I sat down with Jasmine watching it. Have you seen this like where he's doing the gym and stuff?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like
the Gymshark.
Oh mate,
It looks
like
mental.
if you watch that and don't get motivated, then I don't know what's going to motivate you. You know, like some people watch stuff and they get jealous and they start like, yeah, but no, you think, nah, watch that and you'll only be motivated. And if you're not, I don't want to know you, because watching that video, I was like, this guy has literally just started off
With nothing.
working at a Chinese or an Indian, messing about with a TT, moving on to a Bentley and stuff. And I look at his gaff.
Look at it.
And
Mental.
they sponsored by Gymshark.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Gymshark just done his full gym. I'm watching his video. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, get me on the camera now and like get me some confidence. Do you know what I mean?
Matt Armstrong. I've got Matt Armstrong socks on.
Oh, he's repping.
I'm repping.
So you're the one that's paying for his Gymshark bill.
I actually got a hoodie for Christmas.
Did you?
So I actually went to try and buy one. They come out like beginning of December, and literally, I swear to God, they were sold out in 2 minutes. Like,
Really?
I couldn't. But by the time I got through to checkout to press pay, it said sold out.
Do you know what? I bought one about 4 years ago, and I wish I kept it.
I've got my
Because
the manual one from the
Because I
Gallardo.
reckon I'll probably be worth some money in the future.
Probably.
Because I remember buying it back when he had like his Bentley, I think. I went to a D-Max event, a D-Max 250 event, you know, DMOs.
Yeah.
Like back when DMO was doing, and this was like 2020, so yeah, 4 years ago. And I think I must have bought it there or something. I think, fucking hell, if I want to cut that, it'd probably be worth some money in the future, the way he's going.
Yeah, probably. I mean, they're all
Because
like,
he's just everywhere, isn't he?
you see him everywhere. He's speaking to everyone.
And I mean, fair play, mate. That video, I was watching it, I was thinking, do you know what? Fair play. Do you know what I mean? Like this garage and stuff, his cars, it managed to get sponsored by Gymshark, because obviously Gymshark paid for that bill to take it, haven't they?
Yeah, I'd
They
imagine
worked some
they paid
sort
for
of
the gym and
sponsorship.
everything, yeah. Yeah, because prior, like a month to that, I noticed he was promoting him a lot on the stories. He was always saying, oh, I'm wearing Gymshark sale.
So I just think that just shows that with socials that anything is possible.
Well, exactly. I mean,
And like watching that, don't it like, because I know that you love the social stuff as well, and I'm like, I enjoy it and stuff. It definitely makes me want to do more of it, just to see what you can get out of it.
well, the thing is, you never know what'll happen in 10 years. Or 5
Yeah,
years even. Like in his
exactly.
case, 5 years' time.
What, as in like for the good or for the worse?
Well, for the good. I mean, it took, 5 years ago, he was on a TT.
Yeah, I know, it's mad. And like I look at it with like you could, like say, you can only get positives out of it doing it, because you're only going to get, especially if you can get brands on board and stuff.
Yeah.
Like I look at it like my job at the minute, obviously doing the detailing and stuff. I don't want to be doing that forever.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not the plan with Victri. It's hopefully that will take off and stuff like that. But I need something else to start bringing me in a little bit of income, where it don't matter if it's raining outside, if it's snowing outside. I know for a fact I'm getting paid still regardless of what's going on. That's why like doing something on social media would be like class.
Like, you see so many people on TikTok, and all they do is just film themselves, like, even
Yeah.
TikTok shop, promoting
Yeah.
products and things like that. They make a good amount of money off
Well,
it.
speaking of TikTok shop and products,
Yeah.
Reece, my boy, that gets us onto a good little...
It's a good little segue.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, do you want to talk a little bit about it?
A little bit. So just something that could be upcoming. It's called race bricks. So you've probably seen, I mean, there's one here. There's loads of Legos here.
You've got a few Legos,
Yeah.
kindly built by Jasmine.
Yeah. Obviously, you've never built them. You just sit and watch. So basically, it's a bunch of mini cars. There's over 100 models on there, and they're pretty much everything from S14, Rolls Royce, MX-5,
American
Porsches,
trucks.
American trucks. Literally almost any car you can think of is on there, and they're all literally buildable little mini brick cars, and they're all like, what, 300, 400 pieces. So decent size. I mean, like 15 like this big or so. And yeah, they're cool. They've got
So
displays
you've got me
as
a little
well.
gift, don't you? You got me a little Porsche.
Got you a little
It's a
gift.
GT3 Cup car.
Little GT3 Cup car. I don't know if you can see it. It's on the table. They just come in the clear packaging inside with a little instructions manual. And
so Reece messaged me the other week around Christmas. Like, I got you a Christmas present. I like to for God's sake. Like I never like getting stuff, especially for mates, because they always stitch you up.
You never know what it will be.
I say, oh, here we go. Like, what's it gonna be? And I'm like, I don't know what it is. I hate opening presents. Do you know what I mean? It's so awkward. But then he comes in, I've opened it up, and it's like this Lego set, and he's like, oh, look at this. Show me the website, and it's this site that you've built.
I didn't tell you it was mine. You went, oh, what's this? This is cool.
Yeah. So that, I presume, will be the same size as what this Lego will be there.
They're basically the same size. It might be like a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger. They're roughly the same size.
So if anyone wants to get... But it is basically Lego, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's not called Lego.
It hasn't got the branding.
It's not got the branding. So yeah, racebricks.co.uk. Have a look.
Check it out.
On all social medias, build racebricks, TikTok and Instagram.
So they'll probably see more of this now anyway, won't they?
Yeah, they'll see more of it. So kind of the future of it is to hopefully get into like car shows and be able to sell them all there. But for the time being, it is just all online on the shop, on the website.
Do you know what I'll do after this? Well, it depends, because you want to be a little bit careful how you post it, but I've just told you to send it on. I know, just get it.
I think, this will be Sunday by the time they're watching it, so I've probably got around to just sending it on.
Yeah, well, I was thinking, like, tonight I might just send it in the Cars and Cuppas chat.
Just send the website and say, what do you think of this?
Yeah,
Don't say it was me.
Yeah, but then they'll start thinking it's me, and they'll be like, oh, do you know what I mean? And then, like, I don't know what it is. Sometimes, like, with certain stuff I'm linked with, like, people don't necessarily want to support. I think that sometimes that's the problem. Sometimes people think, oh, he's doing this.
He's just trying to do,
Yeah.
Maybe I'll drop it in the group chat.
Yeah, so you drop it in the group chat, because I think you'll get more support.
Yeah, to be honest, it probably is worth posting it about. I mean, like, story views, 500 views?
Yeah, like, that's what I mean. If all these different people share it, if you can get like 10% of sale, like 10% of that audience to buy some stuff, it's ideal, isn't it?
Exactly. Helps. And a little exclusive 10% discount code.
Go on, lad.
RB10. So that'll give you 10% off.
So I said to Jasmine the other day, I said, this year I'm going to be a lot more better with money. I'm not going to be wasting money on just crap and stuff like that, save a lot more. And then you just turned up with like
Lego.
With some Lego. You've got 100 different options,
Fake
more
Lego.
cars. Yeah, more car options than what the actual real Lego does.
That was the main thing. So obviously on the real Lego website, there's only so many cars you can kind of get on there. So
it's never the ones you necessarily want either, is
exactly.
it?
So the option being able to have literally BMW E36s, an M5, a G82 M4, an M3, E40s, like all BMW cars. You've got Audi cars, RS6, RS3, like MX5 with a convertible roof that opens and shuts.
Yeah.
A lot of the cars, the doors open as well, the bonnet opens.
Yeah, I think the only way that you can do that with Lego is if you resto mod it. You know, like some people resto mod it. It's like, how long is it going to take you to try and figure that out?
Yeah.
Whereas this, like you say, you can literally have any car, like scrolling through the site, like just before the pod, and there's all
so
sorts on there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So,
and then they come with you can buy these little displays as well. So
I was gassed by seeing
there's a few different options. So one of them's a dyno setup. You can just put the car in the middle of a dyno setup.
That's class.
You got like a car park, so it's like an 18-story one, an inside one, so it's like a little like showroom glass type thing. And so
if you're like a Lego enthusiast, make sure you check out Race Brits.
Yeah, have a little look and potentially buy something with 10% discount code RB10.
I know loads of people that have like spent fortunes on Lego.
It's ridiculously expensive.
I've spent a bit. I haven't spent loads, but I've spent a fair bit. Do you know what I mean? But I know I've got a customer that's got like a whole attic, literally just full of not just cars. It's like Star Wars. It's all
Star
sorts.
Wars are expensive.
Oh yeah, it's
They've
all
gone up
sorts.
a lot.
Yeah, it's literally like he spent thousands on Lego. Well, we actually done a Lego giveaway on Victri. And we dropped it off to Josh, who won it from the... What's that? It's Part Firm. And then he forgot what it's called then. And we dropped this massive Lego off into his kitchen. And to the side, he's got the Ferrari one. So he's got like this brand new Lamborghini one that we've just gifted him. It's worth like 300 quid. And he said, I literally went out and bought the Ferrari one today. But he was saying he's got thousands of pounds worth of Lego in the attic. Just people spend a fortune.
So many people love Lego. It's just a nice little hobby in the evening. Spend like... Things with these are quite small compared to some of them, so you might only take you an hour. So
what's the biggest ones that you can get?
For the moment, it's just these smaller size ones. They're kind of like up to like 6-7 inches in size.
Can you get things like that Defender, like that sort of size?
So we will eventually. We have got a G-Wagon on there. We've also got a Brabus G-Wagon. So two different styles, one with a body kit, one without. We've not got. No, I don't think we've got any Range Rovers on there. Unfortunately, no SVRs, not yet.
Enough room, to be fair, is it? What I was thinking we could do, I could. Well, I say I could. I'm not good at DIY, but I'll get a shelf put here, and then I'll buy a few. I'll get Jasmine to build it because I'm never going to get around to building it.
Go on the wall,
and we'll stick it up on the wall.
Yeah, do it.
So then people can have a look at see what different cars
Feel
you can get
free.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's an E36. It'll go well with your track build.
Yeah, but then I have to paint it yellow or blue. You said because she said.
Well, yeah, at the moment it's only yellow or blue. But worst comes to worst, you could DIY resto it yourself, and you could spray the blocks in the same colour.
Mate, I haven't got time to spray my car yet, let alone the Lego car.
Right.
I've got to build that first.
We'll get there at some point.
I don't know what's going on with that, mate.
Well, you've got till July, really, haven't you?
Yeah, so I've announced I've basically announced yesterday, and I'm pretty sure this will be the date now as well, because it works out really well with the Cars and Cuppas meet.
Perfect.
So we love talking about Nürburgring on there, don't we? But we've booked, I'll say we've booked, I've sort of temporarily put in a date for the Nürburgring 2025 trip, which is the 24th to the 28th, I think. So, mate, we've got a few people that are keen to do it as well.
Yeah,
so it'll be interesting to see what cars. Yeah, you'll bring your old man, aren't you?
I'm definitely going,
cool. Yeah. I was speaking to Dan about it last night as well, because I was trying to figure out what car he would be going in. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Did he say much?
He said that he's been looking at like Fiat 124s.
I know he wants
like
to buy a car, but I don't know whether he'll have one by then.
But it's funny because I messaged him and I said, do you know a car that I think that would really suit you is a Suzuki Jimny, like a new one? Because they're cool lads, mate. I love a Suzuki Jimny. I was down, have you been to Mill's Bakery in Cliss St Mary? Oh, mate, it's banging, but that's a different subject. There was a nice green one parked right outside, like with a snorkel. It was like a really nice, like lime green. It had the snorkel, it had the wheels, it had the off-road tyres, it was on spacers. Mate, it looked the part. And I went straight on Auto Trader just to see how much they were, because I thought these can't be that much, but they are. They're like 25 grand.
They're not too bad. I mean, there's not a lot to them really. You can get like the older ones for like 1,500 quid if you buy a cheap one.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get a cheap one. And Dan did say, he said, "Oh, I was actually looking at one."
Yeah, we have wrapped a few of them as well. Actually, we did one in like a white sparkle colour. We've done loads of roofs. Loads of people get the roof done in black.
Really?
So it's like a black cap on top.
Yeah, it's like a mini G-Wagon, isn't it?
It literally is a mini G-Wagon. The insides are quite nice as well. It's all just very rugged.
Yeah, which is like the Defender G-Wagon sort of style.
It's just like a budget version of a Defender.
I think that's so cool. And to be fair, I could see Dan in one of them, like chuck his camera kit in the back. Like if he took like something like that to the Nürburgring, it'd be class.
I think he'd have to send it around the ring. I think he'd be too scared though.
Because is it 5 seats or is it 4 in that?
I think they're 4.
Imagine 5 people in that, like in a little boxy
thing.
They're
very like bouncy suspension. I think
I'd love to see Dan flying around.
You'd literally be like this, going around the corners.
Dan, buy a Jimny.
You get a Jimny or an MX-5. I've told him to get an MX-5.
He did say about, like he said something to me yesterday, like RB.
Yeah, and so it's the ND, the newer,
ND.
Yeah, the newer model.
Right.
Not the old one I had.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't break down every day.
Yeah. Or he said the Fiat 124.
Yeah, he likes either of them.
So he said, I'd love to get a GT4 for the insurance. Yeah. He didn't say about, I'd love to get a GT4 if I could afford it. He said, I'd love to get a GT4 if I could afford the insurance.
I don't know where Dan's getting the money from to get a GT4.
Yeah, Jesus. When he texted me last night and said that, I thought, what about the car?
Things with Fiat, fix it again tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. And like, space as well, isn't it? I suppose same as the MX-5 in a way.
Yeah, they're not too bad to be fair. I fit loads in my MX-5. I fit a bike in my MX-5 with the wheel off, like, with someone in the passenger seat, with the bike on top of them, and then the other wheel in the boot. I fit 4 wheels in my car, like drift spares. I fit.
Oh yeah, to be fair, I remember seeing. I think I've seen video.
Yeah, I fit so much in that car. I fit 2 bucket seats in the car with the original seats in it.
Really?
That was a squeeze. I had to take the hard top off to get them in, and then squish it down.
Jesus Christ!
I bought them down in Cornwall because they were like 100 quid for the 2 of them.
Jeez.
I was like, what a bargain.
Once it's on, it's gone, lad. But yeah, I think Dan definitely needs to get something for the ring trip.
Yeah, definitely. I think he'd enjoy driving it because he really liked the trip.
Yeah, I think he'd enjoy having a bit of aircon, something of aircon this year.
Yeah, right, the aircon's getting sorted.
It's going to have to. Your dad would be fuming.
I know. He'll be like, it's so hot.
But we've got some cool cars. I think Joe's booking on. I don't think he'll book on with his GTR because he's got so many trips. Yeah, it'll be A45S. I think he's got a few trips with the AMG GTR, so it's wasted really.
Yeah.
Dom's on about coming with his GT3. I presume he's coming with his GT3.
That'd be
Felix
good.
with his M2. Hopefully me with the E36 if it gets done. And I can't remember, there's an M4 and a few other different people
You
that
can
want
trade
to come.
the E36 if it's done.
Nah.
Drive it. Send it
It's
on.
going to be painful, isn't it? So,
It won't be horror. It won't be great.
will it get done? No, it's going to have to be done. But, mate, I'm a little bit nervous because I was sort of thinking last night, like, did I tell you? So I was doing the E36 and I was like stripping out the boot because I wanted to like spray it all out. I thought, you know what, I'll do something productive today.
Yeah.
I'll strip out the boot properly and I'll like line it with like some rust spray paint so it's all like nice gloss black and it's all protected. So I was clearing out the E36 boot and I was like, guys, it looks like a bit of rust there. I thought, it's just a bit of surface rust, it'd be fine. So I was like scraping away. You know, you just feel something's really weak.
Oh.
I thought, nah, and it's right on the arch.
Oh.
And I was like, that seems a bit weak. It seems a bit wet as well. It's almost like damp. And I thought, nah. So I got the flathead screwdriver. Just literally went to tap it, and the flathead screwdriver went straight through.
Straight through the arch. Oh, that's a nightmare.
I thought, I can't, because for some reason that E36, I think the shocks are just gone, so it's like sat on its ass. So I thought, let's jack it up and let's have a look in this wheel. So I jacked up, took the bumper off, and I'm like, oh, nah. I could see why Charlie was like, I ain't getting involved with this.
You bought a rusty shell.
Or either you give it back, or I'm giving up. He's like, basically, like, have it back, or I'm giving up being a spray painter. So I've got to find someone who's going to weld that now as well.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
The guy that's done the welding on all the other bits, I'll probably just get him to do it.
Yeah.
But Felix, like, just put a bit of filler in there, it'll be alright. I said, nah, it's not quite.
I mean, it's an E36, they're all full of filler.
Yeah.
But...
Like, it's not structural. But it's
No,
like,
it's literally just...
where the arch is, it's like right on like the seam. So it's not actually the arch, it's like the seam. It's almost like it's where it's like.
Slip water's got through the seam.
Yeah. So, but it's proper weak. So I thought, you know what, let's just knock it all out until it's strong, like until the strong bits. And it's not much, it's like a sliver of a gap, but it needs to be sorted out.
What a nightmare.
So, mate, sanding cars as well. What a pain, mate.
Yeah, that's why paint shops charge so much.
Oh, mate. And the amount of sandpaper you go through.
Yeah, you go through
I
quick.
was like...
Yeah, on a DA, it goes through quite quick.
Oh, but I think I've been worrying about getting it down to bare.
You don't need to get it down to bare.
Yeah.
Get it down to smooth.
Just
as long as
get
it's
it
smooth, it's fine.
Because I think Charlie said, because the bonnet was so peeled, he said, get it down to bare, because I think that he was probably worried that there might be rust coming through.
Yeah.
So, but there's like, when you're sanding it down, you get it down to the bare, and you can see like little spots of like rust, or almost like sanding off. But I'm like, how much time am I spending
Very
just
little
sanding
spots,
this off?
I wouldn't bother.
Nah.
No, every car's got a bit of rust, especially when it's that old.
I'm spraying it myself, so there's no point being too fussy.
No, exactly.
Because it's going to end up with like my fingerprints in there and all sorts of stuff. But
God.
I did get offered a booth the other day actually. But then I don't know whether they was offering it to me to say you can use the booth when it comes to it, or you can use us when it comes to it.
Okay.
I didn't quite get the message, but I was like, if you loan me the booth, then sound.
Well, yeah,
if I can take it down there or something. But I just, to be honest, as soon as I get them rust spots done, I'll send on the paint. But this
Did
is
you get the
figuring it
windows
out.
sorted first? Well, I know once you've done the paint.
Yeah,
Leave the windows out. Might as
Yeah,
well.
I'm gonna get the perspex windows for the front,
Yeah.
and then I need a new windscreen because I've
What
broke
about that
that.
scuttle panel bit?
Yeah, that's the bit I need to get welded. So I need to get that welded. I need to get the arch welded, and I just need someone to check the seals because the seals are looking a bit flaky. But
Get that sorted.
and then we've got to try and figure out how it all goes back. Because my problem is now, for some reason, when we've done a Christmas fundraiser stuff, I just chucked everything in the car because I needed more space. Not thinking about like that was in some
Future
sort of
you.
order. That was in some sort of order. Now it's like I've chucked everything in, and I was like, I don't know how any of this goes back.
Oh, wow. You'll soon learn.
Yeah, so,
Zip ties.
But I've filmed loads of stuff on that, which is ideal because now I'm like just feeding it into like TikTok and stuff. Like the amount I filmed on that, like I've got stuff to chuck up when we were messing about with your wheels that day, and that was weeks ago. So I've got. The good thing is with doing a project, you can film loads of bits, and it's a lot of the stuff I filmed is me either swearing at the car or stuff not going wrong, or me like falling over the car,
Tripping over.
tripping over, dropping stuff.
It's a good thing of the Osmo is the fact it just,
Oh,
you just
Osmo's
put it
cool.
anywhere, hold
Yeah,
it, it follows
literally.
you as well.
Yeah, like if anyone needs a camera for like content creating, that Osmo is really good because, like you say, you can set it so it tracks you. The audio's good with the mic, and like the mic works with other devices as well. So like if you've got 360, it works with all of that.
Connected.
And it's just easy. It's tiny as well.
Yeah.
And like if you're out in public,
It's not very big. It don't look very stupid.
And to be honest, you can literally hold it there and it track you.
It's quite a wide, it's a very wide shot.
Yeah, it's quite good to be fair. But
maybe you need another Victri giveaway of an Osmo, just the Osmo setup.
The last one didn't work that well, but I think it was too big of a setup.
It was quite big. It was quite a lot you were getting.
Yeah, so it's quite difficult to market everything. Like you say, if we'd just done that Osmo, because I think the Osmos are like, well, I think the content creator setup's like 700 quid. But if someone won that, like, that's quite a good prize, isn't it? 700, like,
well,
if they won it,
exactly.
It's worth 700 quid's worth. So, but yeah, we'll see. What time are we on? So we've still got 20 minutes to be fair.
Still got 20 minutes.
So let's talk about some of the future stuff that we've got coming up over the next sort of maybe couple of months / weeks. Have you got anything? Have you not got anything on?
Not really. I'm very quiet. I've not got anything planned this year. I'm just kind of
just see how it goes, sort of thing.
Literally take over each day as it goes. I've got nothing.
Because you're not going to Autos. Well, you're going to let me know about Autosport because I might have a ticket available for that.
Potentially, I'll have to let you know about the Autosport.
If anyone's on their way to Autosport this morning, that's to listen to the podcast, which I highly doubt it. But make sure you come and see us. I'll be on some sort of stand. I'll be in the engineering hall. One Victri, probably flapping.
Probably like, going, do you want to, come.
yeah. Do you sign up for competitions all blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be on it, like, and I'm going to take the Osmo and I'm going to film everything.
Just film what you can.
I'm literally going to stick that up probably on the gazebo somewhere and just film as much as I want because I think, like we were saying earlier, I want to start doing more on socials and I just want to film as much as I can.
I think it's more just like sometimes it's not always about quality, it's just about the consistency.
Yeah, just get stuff up
every day. Yeah. And then it gets to the point where people are like, oh, I've seen him. Oh, I've seen him. I keep seeing him.
Like I probably want to do at Autosport and I want to do it maybe at a couple of events that we do is do lives.
Yeah,
on TikTok.
Just leave it in the back live.
Yeah, just chuck up a few lives and stuff. But yeah, that's my plans. You're going to let me know about that, aren't you? If you're going to come up to Autosport, because we had a good crack last year. To be fair,
yeah, it was really good last year.
We met loads of people.
I know. We had a good chat. We just walked around and
it was mad. To be fair, we met so many people. I want to try and do the same this year. To be fair, try and meet.
If you can get a chance to leave a stand, that is.
Well, because obviously we'll be setting up Saturday earlier, but obviously all the stands will be set up because they set up from Thursday. Because we can set up earlier, we can have a good walk around, and then I'm hoping like when everyone clears out at 5 o'clock on Saturday. We can obviously go around. I don't know what time they keep it open till for the traders, but obviously we can go around and like maybe meet some people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I said to Felix, imagine like trying to speak to like, because I reckon I could easily speak to like Jay at the Cannon Run or something and see what they're doing in the evening and maybe hook up with a couple of people. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all about just networking and stuff, isn't it? At that point.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing in Autosport, isn't it? It's all about business and networking. Yeah,
so that would be interesting to see. The next sort of like Cars and Cuppas, we're all back at Greendale now, which is quite nice because obviously we had the Hell Performance meet. Did we have the Hell Performance meet?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh, you wasn't there, was you?
Yeah, it was in between now and the last podcast.
Yeah, so we're back at Greendale properly now, to be fair, which is good. Hopefully for all year as well, because we've also got more space, haven't we?
Yeah, and the extra car park space made a massive difference.
Yeah,
just the way you can park the cars, a bit more space.
Yeah, we're gonna space them out, which like for photographers and stuff, and if you're doing videography and that, it's literally like, ideal. So we're back to that. There's one thing that I haven't actually mentioned anything to this. Have you seen the Land Rovers of London meet?
I've heard of it.
So basically, there's this company, this group called Land Rovers of London that organise these events in central London, like every quarter. And they do one at Christmas where they get like 100 defenders in central London. They dress them up. So they put like Christmas lights on it and all this sort of stuff. I think like Richard Hammond was up at the last one in December. And I was looking at it over Christmas and I thought, and I like my Land Rovers, don't I? I really like my Land Rovers and stuff. And I thought, that's such a sick idea. And that's such like a niche idea, like the whole like Land Rover thing. Like there's no one really doing like Land Rover groups like they do. And I thought about it over Christmas because I went up to the Cotswolds and it's like quite Land Rover heavy up there. And I thought, Devon don't really do stuff like that. So what if I organised like a Land Rovers of Devon linked with Cars and Cuppas? Because they have such a good community. That Land Rovers of Devon, of London, whoever organised it so well where it's like a proper group. And I thought, maybe I could do something with Cars and Cuppas, like a Land Rovers of Devon. So for February, what I'm thinking of doing is a Land Rover themed event.
Oh, yeah.
And seeing if we can get, all being well, I want to try and get 100 defenders at
100.
Yeah, at Cars Cuppas. And this is the crazier part. So I want to get 100 defenders or Land Rovers at Cars and Cuppas in February. Because the thing is, I was thinking, with like between January and March, you don't necessarily get all the wild cars. Do you?
Yeah, people are in storage.
In storage and stuff. So I might as well create something a bit different for February, for
People
winter.
take the Defenders out over the winter and everything.
Take Defenders out. So I thought, why don't we create like a little spin-off of Land Rovers of London, but in Devon, and then organise it at Cars and Cuppas for February, like a theme meet. Obviously still have everyone else, but the main car park will be Land Rovers, and then organise a Dartmoor drive out.
A Dartmoor drive out.
So
you need to go
imagine
an off-roading drive out.
Yeah, well, there might be a couple of people that say, look, we've got some routes.
Yeah.
So if I advertise it, they might say, look, we've got some routes. And I think, imagine like, because you could come out with us to do a video, Dan could come up with some photos, and it's just something different.
Yeah.
Imagine that we do 9 till 12.
And then 12 o'clock, go out in Dartmoor.
Go out in Dartmoor and just send it around.
There's loads of routes around the Devon area. My friend, he does it, and he's got...
And it's all legal as well, because it's like green lanes.
Yeah, it's green lane,
yeah. So as long as you've got insurance and stuff, which all of these cars will, you can go and doing it. And I thought, it doesn't matter. If Cars and Cuppas is raining in February,
it don't matter,
you'll still get 100 Defenders come out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're not going to get all the supercars, so I might as well organise something like this in February. And I thought, I would love that.
Give it a go.
So I'm just going to see how it goes. And then maybe if it goes well, we'll do a couple of more. But what I should probably do is find a local breakdown guy.
Just in case.
Yeah,
have a mechanic come with us.
If you give me 10%, I'll give you a fair bit of work on like the 16th of February or whatever it is, because we're going to have 100 Defenders that are probably going to break down.
It's not a bad idea.
But I don't know. I just feel like with Cars and Cuppas, we need to try and incorporate everyone rather than focusing just on like sports cars, performance cars, which is cool. Let's try and do something a little bit different.
A lot of people are into it as well.
Yeah,
really like it.
Because there was a guy, I got chatting to a guy at Cars and Cuppas on a New Year's Day meet who's got a Lotus Esprit. Have you ever seen Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
So he come up in a Defender, and I said to him about it, I said, I'm thinking about doing it. I said, would you be keen? He said, yeah, because I know loads of people that want to go up to the London one, but obviously it's a bit too far. But I think he said he would have gone up, to be fair, but I think he had some family issues. But I reckon because it's Devon, it's literally the perfect audience for it.
All the roads around here are horrendous. People have got them.
So, and to be fair, if I could say to someone, look, can I borrow your Defender for a day? If someone would be kind enough to lend me their Defender, I'd love that, mate.
Yeah, that'd be a good crack.
Or speak to Land Rover now.
Yeah.
If they give you a
not
new
sure I'd let you take a brand new Defender green lane in, but...
Well, I wouldn't tell him.
So they're not listening.
Yeah, sorry, Pete. Just don't tell the boss. But yeah, that's something different. But then other than that, with Cars and Cuppas, it would just go back to the normal events. We got our anniversary meeting in April.
Yeah.
I might plan
busy.
Like a German versus JDM.
That went really well last time.
Because it went so well.
Yeah, I think do that again.
Because for April 2024, we organised a Supercar Sunday, which is good, but I think our anniversary falls on like National Drive It Day and stuff like that, so there's so much going on, so I don't think a Supercar Sunday one will work as well this year. But I think a German versus JDM, I think that'd be so sick.
There's a lot of people in the area.
And we've got massive car park space now, haven't we?
Yeah, which is ideal.
So we've got huge car park space.
And then even if you somehow fill that up, we've got the back car park and then a little bit of grass as well.
Yeah. And we got chatting off the podcast, so there's a unit space at Greendale, isn't there, that a couple of the boys use. And what we want to try and do this year, well, it's not a conversation I've had with these guys, but hopefully we can have it over the next couple of weeks and we can work something out. How cool would it be to do a live podcast at Cars and Cuppas?
So everyone's coming, but we're sat here still. Well, we'll have different chairs. People are coming through and they can just join in, have a chat with us, stay for 5 minutes. And...
Exactly. So, like, if you've been up to Cars and Cuppas, you would have seen that there's a unit up there with loads of American trucks in. That's clear at the minute, but I think they're coming back. And if they do, what I want to say to Josh and Dan is, like, would you free up a little bit of space so we could do the podcast like we are now, but with the Cars and Cuppas audience with us?
Watching live.
Which would be pressure. But then, like I was saying, it gives, like, guests more of an incentive to come on because they're coming down to Cars and Cuppas anyway. They're not, like, setting their time out on, like, a Friday evening or something. So you look at, like, Andrew from Startup at the Stalls. He could have come down to Cars and Cuppas and have done a podcast there. Yeah. Like, in front of everyone.
2 birds, 1 stone.
And then we could almost do, like, the odd one, like an evening meet or something, where it's, like, almost probably, like, ticketed, but it's not broadcasted. So, like, we film, like, a private podcast with some people or something like that, maybe. I don't know, something a bit different, because I think that's what Seen Through Glass do. No, not Seen Through Glass. What Joe Achilles does, because they have a podcast, don't they?
Yeah.
So they do the odd, like, private podcast where they have, like, just 20, 30 people in, and it's not one that they share on socials, so, like, you get a ticket or something.
Oh, okay.
So that could be quite cool, to be fair. But yeah, let us know if you would want to see that at Cars and Cuppas, and let us know, because I think that would be quite
Changes
cool.
it up a little bit as well. And for socials, it might do.
Boosts our confidence a little bit as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit of a confidence boost. It's not bad when you got a camera in front of you, but when you got 50 people walking by and they're coming in having a look.
And you got, like, with the live stuff, like, although we've got to be careful what we say now, you can't slip up, because most of the podcasts are like unedited, aren't they? We just send it whole on through.
Yeah.
With a live, like we find on the Victri lives, you got to be careful what you say, and there'll be like kids in the audience and stuff like that. So there's the odd joke that you can't.
No swearing, no jokes.
Swear. So yeah, let us know if you'd like to see that, and we'll hopefully do that in the future. But should we wrap that up there?
So yeah, nice, sweet, short New Year. I think it's just kind of setting it for the rest of the year.
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be every 2 weeks again on a Sunday as usual. We'll try and get the odd guest on here and there. And then we'll try and sort something out at Greendale at Cars and Cuppas.
It's mostly just your perfect way to just listen, less than an hour, and just have a little catch up.
Yeah, just talk about random car stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes not always about car stuff as well, which is quite nice.
Yeah, sometimes about business, about cars, sometimes about just what's going on.
And now about race bricks.
Now about race bricks. So yeah, if you want a miniature car, any sort of JDM car, supercar,
make sure you check it out.
UK.
And obviously I'll leave that discount code down below that you mentioned about.
Yeah, discount code I mentioned about, so make sure you listened in. If you didn't, just go back in the video.
Yeah, if you missed that part, go back and check it out.
10% discount.
So guys, yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one.
See you later.
Ciao.